Here at GMA, we're swimming with the sharks this week, starting with Mr. Wonderful Kevin O'Leary, right before the premiere. Season 17. Season 17.
Amazing, amazing. I had hair when we started.
Oh, come on.
A long time ago. But we're so proud of what we've created all around the world. We support the American dream, entrepreneurship. I feel like I'm an ambassador of the American dream everywhere
Beautiful.
I go. I think we're on in 54 countries now.
That's wonderful.
Who knew this would happen?
And who knew this man over here would be in the tank?
Yeah.
Was he more? Was he laid back? Was he Mr. Wonderful? Like,
I did a double take. I looked to my right. I said, no way. That's the GMA guy. And I said to him right away, I'm going to crush you like a cockroach. Watch this happen. But that's not what occurred. This guy was pretty good.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that compliment.
Yeah,
Wow.
It was a lot of fun. And I wasn't afraid of you crushing me because we know how that would end. Not well for you. But we're going to talk about this new season, man. Because I know from being on the show that the entrepreneurs, they come in and they spill their hearts out. But you could be so surprised with who was there to pitch. Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
He came on and pitched the product.
Yeah. Well, usually guest sharks take a while to get acclimated. That wasn't your problem. I think you've been on TV before somehow.
A few times.
So I think it really worked out well. I'd like to see it come back. I thought it was fantastic television. And great entrepreneurs. It was great. I mean, you know.
When you have a celebrity like Pete Davidson come on and give a pitch, does that like give it a little extra to make you even more intrigued by it or not?
In the end, it's about the product and the entrepreneur. I mean, remember, we've seen thousands of pitches. And so after all these years, there's a certain aura around a winner. Because this is very high risk. I mean, venture capital, only 2 out of 10 deals work. And you're trying to glean any sign from that person that they have what it takes to go the distance. And that's really hard. And for me, what's amazing, after 17 years, the majority of my wins have come from companies run by women. So that old adage, you want something done, give it to a busy mother, it's about juggling so many things at once in an uncertain time and world. Women are pretty good at it, and I made a lot of money with them, so I'm kind of sticking with it.
So what's it like being Gwyneth Paltrow's husband?
Oh, you're talking about Marty Supreme. Yeah. Well, guess what? I met her on Shark Tank. She was a guest shark, too. She's an entrepreneur with her own company. And then 2 years later, we were on a movie set together, and it was kind of an interesting reunion. Because, you know, in this movie, this is a very unusual movie. I personally think, and this is just my estimation, having, you know, done my scenes in this, Timmy Chalamet is going to he's going to get an Oscar for this one.
Really?
This is set in 1952. It's The Sting. Remember The Sting, how you couldn't stop watching it with Robert Redford? This kid is the new Robert Redford.
He's amazing.
That's
He is
saying a lot.
amazing,
Yeah, he is.
He was great.
Yeah, and also amazing people who watch Shark Tank. And so we are doing Ask a Shark Week.
Yeah.
And we're going right to the viewers.
Sure.
Can we get to that?
Absolutely, let's do it.
This one's from Patrick.
Hi, Mr. Wonderful. My name's Patrick, and my question is, what is one mistake in a pitch that instantly signals no deal, even if the numbers look good?
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Here's the answer. In a modern day where social media is so important to big and small businesses together, do they know their customer acquisition cost, called CAC, customer acquisition cost, CAC? And secondly, do they know their return on ad spend, ROAS? These two numbers determine the success or failure of a business within 36 months. Because you can acquire customers profitably right out of the gate. The investor just pours gasoline on the fire in the terms of capital, and you grow. Most entrepreneurs that are not hip to social media fail because they can't acquire customers. The whole world's changed. Social media is how communities are built around products and stories. And so if you're not a good storyteller and you don't understand the different platforms or how to work on TikTok versus Instagram, I'm sorry, we're not going to invest in you.
All right, good advice right there. And here's another question from Ava.
Hi, Kevin. My question for you is, are interest rates going to drop any lower? And if so, at what number is it worth it to refinance a home?
I didn't hear the first part of it. What did she say?
She said mortgage
interest rates are going to drop lower.
Oh, yeah. No, unfortunately. Mortgage rates, even though the Fed dropped 25 basis points, which is 1/4%, people are anticipating a big drop in mortgage rates. Nothing happened because the 10-year didn't budge. And so, you know, the thing about fixed income and mortgages is they're kind of priced off 5 to 10-year treasury bills. which didn't move because there's a lot of concern about inflation, about debt, other things which have nothing to do with housing. We are never going to see 3.5% mortgage rates again, ever, in our lifetimes. But by the way, for 50 years, our parents and generations before us lived with 7 to 8% mortgage. So get over it, everybody. America still works with a 7% mortgage. Just buy a smaller house, chop chop. Stop right there. Stop right there.
You just got to where I was trying to go.
Let's talk about, and listen, I always give somebody a chance before I fry them, okay?
Okay.
Because you're about to get fried.
Maybe.
A year ago, this was worth $1 million, but maybe you can convince me that it's now worth 12.5. Go.
No,
Kevin, stop. They have sales.
Yeah.
Well, let's hear about it.
Be nice, Kevin. He's like a really nice kid.
Let's hear about it.
Seriously.
Let's hear about it.
Yeah, that was Pete Davidson, a celebrity making a pitch on Shark Tank and getting the Mr. Wonderful treatment. And we have Mr. Wonderful right here, a celebrity in his own right. Please welcome Kevin O'Leary. He is here to talk about.
You saw what we did for you?
Yes.
Yeah, this whole shark thing going on in here is
We
fantastic.
brought some
Really
sharks
great.
in for you. We're so glad to have you. Thank you for making the time. So Pete Davidson comes on, and I want to know sort of a behind-the-scenes thing from your perspective. Do you know that he or any celebrity is coming on to make a pitch? Does that change how you approach that interaction because you know that this is a bigger deal? And what do you think of his pitch?
Like the audience, we have no idea who's going to walk through those doors. And I think that over the years has made Shark Tank successful. It's the part of discovery, of peeling the onion and learning more about the deal and the product and the people behind it. And every once in a while, through that door walks a celebrity. Now, but remember, it's in the context of this product, this service. What are they doing there? So the first thing we want to find out is, sharks, what do you have to do with this? Are you an influencer? Do you own shares in it? Did you invest? We dig in. And of course, you know, celebrities are great, except we're talking about product here. We want to see sales. We want to see profits. We want to see growth. So we kind of, you know, make sure that they understand they're just part of the story. They're not the story.
Ah, that's an important distinction.
Yeah.
So, I mean, speaking of celebrities, our very own Michael Strahan, he's on the show this season. First off, how did he do?
You know, usually a guest shark needs time to acclimatize. We didn't have that problem with him. He seems to know something about television.
A little bit, yeah.
And so he quickly got into it, and I was quite impressed with him. He was very sharp. He understood. There was kind of a more analytical Michael there that we're all used to, a little more aggressive, trying to figure out if the deal made sense for him to put his own money into, because it's not anybody else's money, it's his money.
You think he had some good deals?
I think he did a great job. I was quite impressed with him because not all guest sharks make it. You know, once those cameras roll and those deals walk in, we don't care who they are. They got to fend for themselves. And he did a great job. And I think if anybody would be coming back, he'd be one of them.
All right, okay. We do have a little question here. It's called Ask a Shark, with a little segment we're doing, all right? So we're going to have a question here from Instagram. This is from Yasmin, all right? I've been budgeting for the last year and have some extra cash. What are ways that I can grow my savings?
Well, if you're young, as she sounds like, Jasmine is, you want to go long-term with the American economy. For 200 years, it's given between 8 and 10% on average every year. This year, it's up 17%. So you can't get that in a bank savings account. And if you're willing to take the longer view, as she should, you just buy an index fund, the S&P 500, or as I use one called OUSA, which is a subset of the S&P 500. It's an ETF. It's set it and forget it. And I just let the market do its thing. Picking stocks is really tough.
Yeah.
And I don't do it anymore. Everybody learns the hard way. So I just buy the market, sit back, and let America do its thing.
Yeah, you have to. What's the phrase? The one rule about compounding is to never interrupt it unnecessarily, right?
Exactly.
Charlie Munger. So
Let
set
it-
it, forget
let
it,
it grow.
listen to Mr.
Off
Wonderful.
the top of your head. Nicely
good.
done.
I just read a book about it or something. I'll forget. I'll set it and forget it. But I just said it. Now I forget it. The job market. Switching gears a little bit. It's been a hot topic. Lot of frothiness there. What is your advice to anyone who might be considering a job change or just is more involved in the permutations of the job market right now?
Well, I hire a lot of people, and we look for certain signs. What we love to see in a resume is someone's ability to be given a mandate and execute on it. In other words, over a 2-year period in this job, I was told I had to grow market share for this cat food by 5%, and I grew it by 7%. I mean, that's the kind of thing that says stick-to-itiveness, stayed on the job for 24 months. What I can't stand is seeing a resume where every 6 months they job hop. To me, that means they couldn't execute anything. And I take that resume into the garbage. I don't look at it. So I want to see people that are advancing their careers with executional skills, focus, the ability to work with teams. Generally, that takes 2 years. So if I see anything less than 2, that's a red flag for me, and I generally don't go that direction.
Wow, all right, 2 years.
Yeah. All right, real quick, we're almost out of time. You're in a new movie. You're playing Gwyneth Paltrow's husband.
Yep.
What made you want to take that leap?
You know,
That's a
Why are you
self-evident
all
question
laughing?
right there.
what I think is important in life is to spend about 30% of your day outside of your comfort zone, doing something you've never done before that you think you can't do until you try it. I mean, I have never done scripted anything, and so when I saw that script, the telephone book, I had to memorize that thing and also act in it. And it was a fascinating journey. I'm so thankful to Josh, Safdie, the guy who did Uncut Gems, and Ronnie Bronstein, who wrote it. They came to me and said, look, we're looking for that real a-hole, and you're it.
Hysterical.
But not in real life. You always
Thank
bring
you
the
very
insight
much.
and the
That's
advice.
it.
Kevin O'Leary, thank you so much. And you can see the season premiere of Shark Tank tomorrow on its new day and time, Wednesdays at 10 Eastern, right here on ABC. Thanks again.